Hey everyone, welcome. Beautiful morning, absolutely beautiful. This is like one of the best campsites I've had on this adventure. Absolutely flat. Last night the moon was shining through the trees and the leaves were casting shadows on my tent. It was kind of like, as a kid they had those little projection things that they put on the ceiling. It has little patterns and all that, moons and stars, but the leaves were doing that on my tent. It was awesome. And then this morning, in that direction, the sun got to rise and come through the trees. Beautiful. No visitors last night though. But let me show you around here. So there's a lot of spots around here. Hell, you could probably get in a good, 10, 15 tents, if not more. But this was my jam right here. Nice, flat, beautiful. It was fantastic. The only thing I noticed this morning is it looks like the exterior bottom of my tent got a little wet because the ground sheet, because it was very windy last night. And this is a floating bathtub floor, so when the wind was blowing, the bathtub floor would lift up and the sheet moved some. So I tried to straighten it out as best I could, but that's no big deal. But yeah, fantastic. Although I did expect to wake up to see at least some deer or something hanging out around here. But that's okay. But yeah, look at this. There's like everywhere is a tent site. And you can see there's some blackening on the rocks. Over here, it looks like people have had fires even though they're not supposed to. But yeah, there we go. So I'm just going to pack up my tent the rest of the way. And we'll get moving. 9 miles-ish to Thornton Gap. And that's the road crossing. That's where I'll reach out to the hostel and get a spot and get a ride in. So short day on trail, and then we've got the Nero coming up today. Hopefully, I should be able to get into the post office today, but I'll same time I'm going to get cleaned up and get some laundry done. I stopped in the Skyland restaurant last night and I got my food to go sit down on the porch. And it's funny because I said to the guy, I said, hey, listen, I'll just get this to go because, I'm all sweaty and dirty and everything. And he just kind of like smiled at me. I'm like, man, do I stink that bad? Oh, geez. Well, after putting in 4 days on the trail, I guess 3 days, you're out here sweating and climbing and doing all that stuff, and then you're sleeping outside, and just the scent of the outdoors permeates your clothing as well. So you probably stink pretty bad to the common nose. All right, let me get my tent packed up. Let's get moving, man. So here you go. Here's a product review. This is the Perea Spiral Y steak, and if I remember correctly, you get 10 of these for like $18. 7,000 aluminum, same design as the, let's see if you can see that, as the MSR Groundhog, but a hell of a lot cheaper and in a different color. So coming up on 1,000 miles and almost 3 months on trail, they all kind of look like this, where the bluing on the tip is kind of worn away, and only one of these has a slight bend to it, and I do mean slight. But these have been the go-to, and out of the storms out here and the high winds and everything, I've only had 2 tent stakes pop out of the ground, and that's because I didn't have them, because of the ground, because of the rocks and everything. I didn't really have them jammed all the way down towards the top into the ground. These have been fantastic, and you got to clean them off every morning. You can still see some of the dirt on them. They really the mud sticks to them, or the dirt when it's wet. But there you go. Perea Outdoor Products, Spiral Y stakes. Like I said, like 10 for $18. I haven't been on their website in quite some time. But when I bought these, that was the price. So save your money. Don't buy the MSR groundhogs where you pay, $25 for like 6 of them. Get 10 of these for like $18. It's the same damn thing. Save some money. And I know I've said this before. Like for me, a guy who's red-green colorblind, those MSR ground stakes are red. And if you drop them in grass, they almost kind of blend. And it can be difficult to find them. These stick out like a sore thumb. So go check them out. Check out all their products, man. I've got a lot of Perea stuff. It's budget gear, but it's good gear. So check them out. Perea Outdoor Products. All online. You won't be sorry. Oh, by the way, lifetime warranty. Yeah, suck it, MSR. Okay, one last sweep around the camp area. Make sure I didn't forget anything. And I didn't, so we're off. The trail is that way, somewhere. I'll get to it. A pool with a view. Just stopped at this picnic area here, which is really nice and well maintained. Vault toilets and bathrooms. I mean, actual bathrooms. But they have a faucet there that I was able to get some water out of. It was my resupply for the day. And 5 miles to Thornton Gap. So about 2.5 hours-ish, depending on the terrain. Could be more, could be less. We'll see. Overall elevation down to Thornton's Gap. It really isn't too bad as far as the gains. It looks like they're kind of spread out. So ups and downs. But just kind of taking my time today. Enjoying the walk. A little nice breeze out today. It's sunny. Hopefully it won't get rained on before I get to that hostel. Fingers crossed. All right, well, we'll just keep plodding along, and if I get some more good views, you'll see them. Now, how is that for a balancing act? Holy cow. So hey, ended up at the Open Arms Hostel here, sharing a room with Trip and S'mores, which I've run into those guys before in the past. Really nice so far. Allison is a very nice lady. She's got a couple of dogs and a couple of cats here, and just took us to a place for dinner and then ran us past Walmart so we could do a resupply. So I got 4 days worth of stuff, and plan now is just to get back on trail and just keep pushing towards Harper's Ferry. So not a 0 today, but a Nero. But once again, I don't show you guys that stuff because, I mean, it's boring as shit, watching me shop in Walmart and eat food. Yeah, so far so good. Like the place. Bed feels comfy. And looking forward to a nice night's sleep. I think that's all I got for you for now, so I'll talk to you soon.